this one. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Oh my goodness.
We have big plans.
2026 is going to be our bitch.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of 2026,
Ain't
we're on
no
episode
choice.
26.
Ooh.
Synchronicity.
Okay,
Love it.
we're crazy. Okay.
Yeah. What about it? That's why you guys are here. That's why you listen to us.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoy that, and that's why you continue to listen to us. Welcome to Tea, Tales, and Talks, where we talk about spooky things, drink some tea, and try not to get too scared. I'm Sarah, I'll be your host.
And I'm Mackenzie. I'll be your co-host.
For these strange and occasionally unsettling tales. In this episode, we're talking about the most wonderful time of the year, so grab a merry cup of joy and join us for a little Christmas history story. Okay. I hope that you...
Was that a Jesus reference?
No! No!
Because it's his
Oh,
story.
no! Yeah, I guess. Oh my god.
She's so Christian, she doesn't even
So-
realize
yeah.
it. I love it.
I love that. Okay, Merry Christmas, witchies. Probably this episode will come out a couple days before Christmas, but you can save it for Christmas Day if you want to listen to us on Christmas Day or
Our
on
Christmas
Eve.
present to you.
This is our Christmas present to you. Okay, Merry Christmas, Yuletide blessings to you all. I hope you like my little pun. This is my pun of the title. A Christmas Story. You know that movie?
Oh, yeah.
So a Christmas history.
Oh.
Not his story, but his story. Anyways, today is our Christmas special.
Boop, 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 boop.
Ooh, jingle
Hit the bells,
bells,
hit the
jingle
bells.
bells.
Okay, we had the iconic Halloween organ. Now
Yeah.
we need the iconic...
Silent. Wait.
I was going to say sleigh bells. Like in the background, like the sleigh bells when you're on...
True. What's
of,
your
like,
favorite Christmas song? Have yourself a merry
I like you
little-
moving it forward and backwards.
for dramatic effect.
I really like the Bare Naked Ladies Christmas album.
Oh.
It's like a really kind of like rock, like fun.
Oh, cool. I like that.
I also like Michael Bublé's Christmas album.
yeah.
Nothing more
Classic.
Canadian than a Michael Bublé on the freaking vinyl player with a fire going and the den just kind of nice and cozy. Maybe a little bit of dancing, some
We
swaying.
love Michael Bublé.
Oh, yeah.
I love all Christmas songs. I love all Christmas music. Why did you just share a Snapchat with me? You're just sitting right there.
And I definitely did not Snapchat you. I Snapchatted you like this morning when I was a little sad. I sent you a little sad face. I'm happy you just
Wait,
got
I'm scared. I'm kind of scared. I think that I got your... Okay. Well, now we have to check. Yeah, that's it. But why did it say...
Like just now?
Just now? I said now. Sent me a Snapchat now. I love most Christmas songs. You know what song I hate? All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
It's just because they
It's
overplay it.
overplayed, yeah.
And it's like, they're like, oh my god, it's the Christmas song. It's
It's
not the
not.
Christmas song anymore because you guys have friggin' played it to the ground.
You butchered it. Now
It's
I don't like it.
awful. Poor girl.
Also, Sabrina Carpenter has a Christmas album. It's called Fruitcake, and all of the songs on it are very good. And a little depressy.
Taylor Swift should do a Christmas album.
She's got one. She had...
Oh.
It's old, though. It's, like, old as fuck.
Oh, re-release.
And she has a Christmas song that's called Christmas Tree Farm.
I
And
remember
it's-
that one.
My heart is a Christmas tree farm where there's something, I don't know all the words. To dance under sparkling lights. Okay, you guys are so welcome for that. Anyways, we are getting into the Christmassy spirit, even though it's not Christmas for us as recording.
It is after Remembrance Day. We are officially allowed
We're in Christmas
to
season.
Christmas it up.
Yes. So we're getting into the Christmassy spirit by talking about spirits.
Boo!
Okay, not just spirits, but also the history of Christmas and the lesser-known pagan significance of this holiday, as well as, of course, some spooky tales. But first, let's do a very special holiday version of What Are We Sipping On?
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. What are you sipping on, Sarah?
Okay, today I'm sipping on a very Christmassy drink. What is it?
I didn't realize it had blonde espresso in it. Maybe that's why I feel a little pep in my step.
Oh.
I feel...
Oh, is that good?
Is it good?
Okay. I got half decaf because I won't sleep tonight. Okay, my drink... We have very Christmassy drinks today because, listen, Starbucks released their holiday menu, so we're having it.
We jumped on it.
Okay, so today I have a peppermint white mocha latte, half decaf, so that I can sleep tonight. My usual order, though, for Christmas when we were in school, this is what I would always get in the winter, is a peppermint white hot chocolate. Mm-hmm. That was my favorite. It's so delicious.
And there's no caffeine in that.
And there's no caffeine.
Crazy.
It's just pure sugar.
Oh, that's all she needs.
That's all I need. What are you sipping on?
I am sipping on a little gingerbread latte.
Yeah, she is.
With blonde espresso,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is stronger, more caffeinated than like a regular espresso or something.
I don't know. I don't know much about coffee.
That's what I'm gonna go with it.
Assuming.
But it's very nice. What else do I like? Oh, the eggnog one.
Oh.
They used to have an eggnog one. I don't know if they have it anymore.
I don't think so.
Tim's just released like a Biscoff
Oh, yes, I did see
latte.
that. Biscoff.
They have creme brulee Timbits.
I tried them,
I did too.
but they taste a little mapley.
They taste very mapley.
We noticed that at work. We're like,
I tried them and I was like,
they're good. They're very good, but yeah.
I was like, this is not what I like. Creme brulee, I don't get maple.
Maple, yeah.
But I got maple from that.
It's a Canadian company, so.
They assumed we all want maple.
Yeah.
I would have a maple donut if I wanted maple.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let us know what you guys are sipping on this holiday season. Tell us what your go-to holiday drink is. If you get it from Starbucks, if you get it from Tim Hortons, if you get it from Dunkin', if you get it from like an indie cafe or something.
Make it yourself.
You make it at home. Tell us what's your signature holiday drink?
Okay, let's dive in.
We're diving right into the history of Yule and the history of Christmas. Like most good things, Christmas is something that actually has a little bit of witchy origin. It does have a little bit of non-Christian origin, but it doesn't mean that doesn't make it a good thing. It was the way that I worded it. Okay, we've talked about this before, but a lot of holidays we celebrate actually began as or were inspired by pagan or Norse ceremonies and celebrations. So for now, follow me way back, to dive into the ancient celebration of Yule. Yule is an ancient winter solstice festival with Germanic, Neo-pagan, and Scandinavian Norse roots. The name Yule comes from the Old Norse word Yule. J-O-L.
Yule.
Yule. Happy Yule.
They definitely didn't say happy. They probably said something else, but no.
Or they just say Yule. 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 This holiday is a little bit ambiguous in the way that it is celebrated through history, though all of it centers around the winter solstice. I'm including a side note. A lot of this info I got from the site busypagan.com. Love it. But it had so much information about paganism and witchcraft and like actual
good info.
Long info and like very specific detailed info. It was very cool.
The wiki of paganism.
Yeah. So if you would be interested, I encourage you to check that site out.
And we can link it below for you guys.
So, for pagans and neo-pagans, typically Yule is a time of the celebration of rebirth, light, and transformation. So because the winter solstice is the longest day of the year, Yule is sort of the recognition of the very beginning of days getting longer and light returning. It's a new cycle that's starting, it's a new beginning. Many traditions for Yule would include a time of reflection on death and the cycle of life. In pagan traditions, it's also common to use pine, spruce, fir, evergreens, holly, ivy, and lots of candles. Now the candles are because fire is meant to represent the sign of fire, obviously, and the return of light. Now in the Norse tradition of Yule, it's slightly different. In Norse culture, Yule was believed to be the time when the spirits of the dead were passed on to the other world, to move on from the living world and to continue in their afterlife. For the Norsemen, Yule begins on the day of the winter solstice and lasts for 12 days. This is a time for lots of feasting, toasting to Odin, gift-giving, and celebrating the sun's return. I don't know, I was typing too fast. Odin is the father Norse god. He rules Valhalla, which is kind of like heaven in their culture, and is associated with wisdom, war, death, poetry, and magic. And I mean this with the most respect. He is sort of like the Norse equivalent of Zeus in Greek polytheism. So the Yule celebrations often focus on transformation and basically life persisting through the darkness. Now, a very central idea for this celebration is the Yule log. I think we've all heard about the Yule log.
It's a cake.
Yeah. Well, did you know that the Yule log actually was a real-life log?
Whoa.
So the Yule log is used in both ancient Norse and Celtic traditions, and it's intended to symbolize the way the sun is returning. It's also widely believed to bring good luck and protection to the household while it burns.
Okay, if it's burning for 12 days straight,
yeah,
it's pretty big.
It's supposed to, well, you're supposed to, I think,
continuously
add to it. I don't know. I've never done it.
Okay.
So the whole idea is to keep the Yule log burning for the full 12 days, and this is meant to encourage the sun's return, and it's sort of a blessing for good crops in the new year, but also to protect the home from bad spirits. So you're supposed to keep it lit. If it
goes out, it's bad.
It distinguishes itself. If it extinguishes itself, then it's kind of, you're leaving an opening for bad spirits to come in through the chimney. Now, I must touch base on this because it is a big part of Yule. This time of year, especially during the winter solstice, is when the veil between our 3D physical world and the spirit world is as thin as it will be for the rest of the year. So at this time, good and bad spirits are kind of running around. This may be why a lot of the Yule symbols and rituals and traditions have to do with protection. Other than the Yule log, there are some other fun traditions for this holiday. The Yule tree, evergreen trees were decorated with food, clothes, and carvings of the gods to call to the forest spirits, to basically ask them to bring forth an early spring. Wreaths, so making wreaths from different plants like pines or evergreens, and adding holly berries to represent the cycles of nature, or in some cases the wheel of the year, right? Because wreaths are round. And then we have Odin's Yule Wild Hunt.
I think I've heard of this. Wild Hunt.
I'd never heard of it before, but it's very interesting. In some traditions, Odin is believed to lead a great hunt in the sky, riding his 8-legged steed, Sleipnir.
The Greek has a similar one.
Yeah?
It's the Wild Hunt, but it's something, I think they call it something different.
Okay.
But similar concept.
Interesting, yeah.
It happens like once a year or whatever.
He rides his 8-legged steed along with the spirits of the dead across the night sky. This great Yule hunt is both awe-inspiring and a little bit frightening, serving as a reminder of the wildness of nature even in the season of slumber. So basically, during the wild hunt, you have to stay inside and hide in hopes that Odin and the spirits don't find you, because if they did, then you would be abducted to the spirit world.
Cool.
Yeah. Interesting.
We'll stay inside.
Yeah, we'll stay inside for that one. Yeah, I think I'll skip that one.
That's cool.
These are the main origins and traditional celebrations for Yule, but I'll add these just for good measure, okay? For Wiccans, Yule is a celebration of the sun god's rebirth. So rituals often involve candle lighting and altar decorations with evergreens and sun symbols, reflecting on the past and the future for this celebration. So Wiccans are witches that follow a lot of pagan traditions and belief, but unlike pagans, they actually practice magic. So I've heard somebody explain this, where like paganism is a religion, but Wicca is a practice, and pagans are not witches, but Wiccans are witches. Because they do witchcraft. But pagans, it has nothing to do with magic. It's just like a religious, which is pretty interesting. And then Druids, they celebrate the winter solstice as a time of balance between light and dark. They have dawn ceremonies, storytelling, and music, and they focus on the sun's rebirth at sacred sites like Stonehenge. Kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So Druids are people that typically follow an ancient Celtic spiritual practice. It was a little bit hard to find information on like actually what Druid people are, like what
rather than what video games have them actually associated with now in 2025.
Yeah. But I think that it's like a pretty old practice. Mm-hmm. Okay. We also wanted to include this part because I think it's fun and it's cute. But like most spiritual based celebrations, there are some symbols that are associated with Yule. Take it away, girl.
Okay. I'm going to start us right up at the top and go through a few colors that have specific kind of symbols and representations within Yule. So white symbolizes snow and purity. It reflects the blank slate of winter and its winter landscape. Mm-hmm. Red and green are classic Yule fashion. Red is for energy and green is for renewal. Kind of similar to like, if you think about it, like red for fire and green for like earth and healing and rebirth.
Yes.
In a way. So blue represents serenity and introspection. And silver and gold, one of my favorite songs, is shiny and bright. So these colors are bringing the return of the sun.
Mm-hmm. And then getting into some of the herbs and the other practices that go along with Yule. Mm-hmm. Holly symbolizes protection and the enduring life force. Mistletoe, which is the ultimate excuse for some Yule smooches. This represents peace, love, and the continuation of life. Ivy is a sign of resilience and clinging to life and light in the darkest of times. Poinsettia, the bright red color, is reminiscent of the sun, which is a key symbol of the winter solstice. Again, these were taken directly from the Busy Pagan website because I really loved the way that the wording was for these, so I'm just prefacing that. Those are my my citations.
This is a citation.
Yes. Yep. The Yule log, it's like the holiday version of a campfire, bringing warmth and light on the longest night of the year. Evergreen wreaths represent eternal life and the enduring spirit. I think endurance is kind of one of the main themes of Yule.
Keep going.
Keep going. Even though it's like the literal longest, darkest day of the entire year, you just gotta keep going.
Keep pushing.
Snowflakes. Each one of them is unique, and they symbolize the beauty of individuality and change. Candles, their light is a tribute to the sun's return after the longest night. Mm. And then the Wheel of the Year, a reminder that everything keeps going, even when you're up to your ears in wrapping paper and holiday to-do lists. That's a lovely one. But also, yes, the Wheel of the Year, it's like a physical representation of the cycles of the year. They keep going. They're not going to stop. They're just going to keep on pushing. Mm-hmm. And so must we. Okay. Now, Christmas, as we know it, is meant to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Now, I have read this and heard about this before, but it's actually thought that Jesus wasn't born on December 25th.
No, he wasn't. He was born on it was when the star was the highest.
Wasn't, I heard somebody say that he was actually born in March or something.
Could be.
He could be a Pisces.
He could be a Pisces! It would make some sense.
It would make sense.
It would make some sense. If Jesus was a Pisces?
Yeah. But this date was chosen for a specific reason. Because some early Christians calculated that his conception could have been around March, so his birth was most likely around December. But what is this based on? I don't know. It's just some people, I don't know, this is what they said. Also, coinciding with the celebration of the winter solstice, we know that a lot of Christian holidays were inspired by pagan celebrations. That's not a judgment, that's just a truth, that's an observation.
We like to copy. I mean, most cultures, like, take from another and, like, how to shift it and make it their own.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly right. But the core concepts are kind of the same. There is also an ancient Roman festival of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun, to mark the return of longer days after the winter solstice, which was celebrated on the 25th of December, and the celebration of Saturnalia, which was a week-long celebration to honor the god of Saturn. Saturday. I also read a little bit about the origin of Santa Claus. While yes, it did stem from St. Nicholas, the 4th century bishop St. Nicholas, whose feast day was on December 6th, he was associated with gift giving. But also, some people think that Santa might have some Nordic influence as well, because the quintessential image of Santa with the long white hair and beard is quite similar to the depiction of the Norse god Odin. Just a little bit of food for thought. They kind of look the same. Although Odin tries to kidnap you and Santa gives you presents.
A little bit of a different. Maybe it's just in a different mood, you know?
Okay, well now we know where we get a lot of our seasonal traditions from. Let's talk about the veil thinning and remembering loved ones. Ah. Oh, sorry.
Girl.
That was a bit intense.
That was so audible. That was like one of those, like, where you push a button and it makes a sound.
Oh, should we get a soundboard?
That'd be fun. I could be the friggin' soundboard girl.
She's the DJ. Okay, so we have to get a little bit spooky. I mean, it comes with the territory, after all. We are the Tea Tales and Talks girls, so of course we have to ask. This is actually crazy.
Of course we have to ask.
We gotta ask.
Yeah, ass.
We have to ASS, but we also have to add a little spooky tea to every situation. And a little ass.
Yes.
So I mentioned before that around the winter solstice, the season of Christmas, and the winter season in general, the veil is very, very thin. We talked a little bit about this in our Halloween special, but this time of year is not only the end of the calendar year, it's also sort of the end of a cycle. And when that occurs, we focus heavily on death and rebirth, not in a dark, twisty way, but in a way that honors what is no longer here, which is nice.
A way to say goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye and also hello to the new.
Yep.
To the new coming up. All that being said, this is also when the physical and metaphysical world are close to each other and able to sort of pass into one another much easier. Hence why this is also usually a time for remembering past loved ones. When the veil is thin, you might feel more intuitive or have more vivid dreams, experience more synchronicities, or feel presences a lot more strongly. I can say all of those things are true. It can also be a time when emotions and memories and the subconscious stuff comes to the surface a little more easily. Also connects a little bit to seasonal depression and feeling more sentimental or emotional around this time of year. Now that's not 100% a cause, but it could be an external impact. It could also be impacted by the fact that it gets dark at 4:30 p.m.
Yeah. The daylight savings fucked us up and increases seasonal depression.
Why did they make us do that?
I don't know.
What are we saving?
Girl, not every place does it. And, like, literally not every province in Canada does it.
So why?
And then most places around the world doesn't do it.
Yeah, so why do we do it?
I don't know.
Also because we're not saving any...
We're not
saving anything.
Nothing is getting better.
We're using more lights because it's darker earlier. I don't know.
We're also not getting more daylight at all.
We're literally not. We're saving daylight by not experiencing it.
Yeah, it would be... The sun would actually be setting at 5:30 instead of 4:30.
Yeah.
Now it sets at 4:30. And it doesn't make it lighter out when I get up either. It's still fucking dark.
Yeah. It's just dark. Always.
I say we just cancel it, turn it off, and let's not do it. Because it also fucks people up. Like, they're, like, every day... My grandma thought I forgot about her for church because it was a Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And she came down, like, an hour ahead and then went back up. And then it was, like, time to go. She's like, I got so confused. And I was like, I understand.
I can understand you. It's rhythm and body clocks are off.
It gets everybody's thrown.
Yeah, and the animals too. Our dog too. He's like, what do you mean it's only 5 o'clock? I'm ready to go outside.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. This is my very favorite part of the Christmas special. Christmas is a time for ghost stories. My personal all-time favorite Christmas story is also a ghost story. It's A Christmas Carol. It's my absolute favorite. Anything to do with Christmas. I watch it every single year, and specifically the Muppets one.
Oh my gosh. I love it even more that you like the Muppets.
I don't like any other version. That one, only that one.
Not the original one.
Nope, the Muppets. The story about being visited by 3 spirits and learning to be kind isn't the only Christmas ghost story. Christmasy ghost stories became popular in Victorian England. The frickin' English. The tradition of sitting around the fire and telling children eerie tales and sometimes quite frightening ghost stories.
What else helps them sleep at night?
Exactly. I don't know what people's obsession is with scaring children, but I think this may have been another ploy to get the kids to behave. Okay, now, visualize with me. Close your eyes. Not if you're driving, though, okay?
Keep those eyeballs open.
Imagine sitting on a big, comfy armchair, cozied up by a crackling fire. Now let us read some holiday ghost stories to you. Okay, some of these original ghost stories are quite long, so I'll give it a little spooky storytelling summary for some of them. Okay, but the first story is very good, and it's I'm reading the whole thing because it's actually pretty short, so I can read the whole thing. Whoop whoop. Okay, this first story is called Christmas Meeting by Rosemary Timperley. She wrote this in London, England, in 1920.
Not our London.
Not ours. Okay. I have never spent Christmas alone before. It gives me an uncanny feeling sitting alone in my furnished room with my head full of ghosts and the room full of voices of the past. It's a drowning feeling, all the Christmases of the past coming back in a mad jumble. The childish Christmas with a house full of relations, a tree in the window, 6 pences in the pudding, and the delicious crinkly stocking in the dark morning. The adolescent Christmas, with mother and father, the war and the bitter cold, and the letters from abroad. The first really grown-up Christmas, with a lover. The snow and the enchantment, red wine and kisses, and the walk in the dark before midnight, with the ground so white, and the stars diamond bright in the black sky. So many Christmases throughout the years. And now, the first Christmas alone. But not quite loneliness, a feeling of companionship with all the other people who are spending Christmas alone, millions of them, past and present. A feeling that if I close my eyes, there will be no past or future, only an endless present, which is time, because it is all we ever have. Yes, however cynical you are, however irreligious, it makes you feel queer to be alone at Christmas. So I'm absurdly relieved when the young man walks in. There's nothing romantic about it. I'm a woman of nearly 50, a spinster schoolma'am with grim dark hair and myopic eyes that once were beautiful, and he's a kid of 20, rather unconventionally dressed with a flowing wine-colored tie and black velvet jacket and brown curls which could do with a taste of the barber's scissors. I love that.
She said he needs a haircut.
He needs a fucking haircut. The effeminacy of his dress is bellied by his features. Narrow, piercing blue eyes, an arrogant, jutting nose and chin. Not that he looks strong. The skin is fine, drawn over the prominent features, and he is very white. He bursts in without knocking, then pauses, says, "I'm so sorry, I thought this was my room." He begins to go out, then hesitates and says, "Are you alone?" "Yes." "It's queer being alone at Christmas, isn't it? May I stay and talk?" "I'd be glad if you would." He comes in and sits down by the fire. "I hope you don't think I came in here on purpose. I really did think it was my room," he explains. "I'm glad you made the mistake, but you're a very young person to be alone at Christmas. I wouldn't go back to the country to my family. It would hold up work. I'm a writer." "I see." I can't help smiling a little. That explains his rather unusual dress, and he takes himself so seriously, this young man. "Of course you mustn't waste a precious moment of writing," I say with a twinkle. "No, not a moment. That's what my family won't see. They don't appreciate urgency. Family are never appreciative of the artistic nature." No, they aren't, he agrees seriously. What are you writing? Poetry and a diary combined. It's called My Poems and I by Francis Randall. That's my name. My family says there's no point in writing, that I'm too young, but I don't feel young. Sometimes I feel like an old man with too much to do before he dies. Revolving faster and faster on the wheel of creativeness. Yes, exactly. You understand. You must read my work sometime. Please read my work. Read my work! A note of desperation in his voice, a look of fear in his eyes makes me say, we're both getting much too solemn for Christmas Day. I'm going to make you some coffee, and I have a plum cake. I move about, clattering cups, spoons, coffee into my percolator, but I must have offended him, for when I look around, I find he has left me. I'm absurdly disappointed. I finish making coffee, however, then turn to the bookshelf in the room. It is piled high with volumes for which the landlady has apologized profusely. Hope you don't mind the books, miss, but my husband won't part with them, and there's nowhere else to put them. We charge a bit less for the room for that reason. I don't mind, I said. Books are good friends. But these aren't very friendly-looking books. I take one at random, or does some strange fate guide my hand? Sipping my coffee, inhaling my cigarette smoke, I begin to read the battered little book, published, I see, in spring 1852. It's mainly poetry, immature stuff, but vivid. Then there's kind of a diary. More realistic, less affected. Out of curiosity to see if there are any amusing comparisons, I turn to the entry for Christmas Day, 1851. I read, my first Christmas Day alone. I had rather an odd experience. When I went back to my lodgings after a walk, there was a middle-aged woman in my room. I thought at first I'd walked into the wrong room, but that was not so, and later, after a pleasant talk, she disappeared. I hoped she was a ghost, but I wasn't frightened. I supposed she was a ghost, but I wasn't frightened. I liked her, but I do not feel well tonight. Not well at all. I have never felt ill at Christmas before. A publisher's note followed the last entry. Francis Randall died from a sudden heart attack on the night of Christmas Day, 1851. The woman mentioned in his final entry in his diary was the last person to see him alive. In spite of requests for her to come forward, she never did so. Her identity remains a mystery. That story gives me chills.
Girl, what the hell? I have chills.
Isn't that crazy? It's so good. Listen, I'll tell my kids that story at Christmas.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Bedtime story.
A bedtime story for you. And they were both ghosts. That's like a really insane concept too. Like, we're witnessing ghosts, but are the ghosts that we're witnessing us as ghosts?
Or people.
Yeah. Crazy.
Whoa.
That's really good though. I like that one. Okay, Miss Girl.
Okay, our second story is Oh Whistle and I'll Come to You, My Lad by M.R. James. Professor Parkins, a skeptical and rational man, goes on a holiday to a seaside town. While exploring an ancient Templar ruin near the beach, he finds a small bronze whistle buried in the ground, engraved with mysterious Latin words. Curious, he brings it back to his room, and despite an instinctive hesitation, blows it. Oh, my friend. That night, strange things begin. Parkins hears faint, distant blowing or whistling outside along the windy shore. He sees a figure in white far off on the beach, moving strangely against the sand. As the nights go on, the figure seems to come closer. Inside his hotel room, his extra bed, meant for a second guest, appears disturbed, as though somebody had slept in it. When Parkins insists no one else was in the room, the staff grows uneasy. The haunting escalates when Parkins wakes to find the empty bedsheets rising up, forming the shape of a body, or something pretending to be a body, moving toward him. Terrified, Parkins screams. His friend, Colonel Wilson, bursts in and forces the ghostly presence to retreat. The bed collapses and the form vanishes, and Parkins is left shaken beyond belief. Later, it becomes clear that the whistle was never meant to be blown. It summoned something ancient and restless that never wanted to answer the call. Parkins, once a firm skeptic, was never the same again. The last line of the story reads, "There is nothing really more to tell, but as you may imagine, the professor's views on certain points are less clear-cut than they used to be. His nerves, too, have suffered. He cannot even now see a surplice hanging on the door quite unmoved, and the spectacle of a scarecrow in a field late on a winter afternoon has caused him more than one sleepless night." Dun, dun,
Dun dun dun. So this dude was a skeptic, and then why would you blow that whistle?
Girl,
That's crazy.
I understand some, like, doing some actions that you may not think through fully, but that should have been thought through more.
I think if I found something like that, I would keep it, but I wouldn't blow the whistle.
No. He said he didn't feel like he should have. He instinctively hesitant.
Yeah, but then he did it.
He did it anyways.
Okay, then we have A Strange Christmas Game written by Charlotte Rydell in 1863. Again, this is another summary. When my sister and I inherited old Martindale State, we thought our troubles were finally over. After years of scraping by, the idea of owning an estate, our own estate, felt like a blessing dropped straight from heaven. So we moved in just before Christmas, full of hope, though the villagers warned us the place was not right after dark. We laughed off those worries. We were young, practical, and not afraid of creaking floors or odd shadows, but the house, well, it had its own secrets. Everyone knew the legacy. Nope, that says legend. Everyone knew the legend. 20 years earlier, the master of Martindale, Mr. Jeremy Lester, had vanished on Christmas Eve, leaving nothing behind but rumors and a locked door. Some said he eloped, others whispered he was murdered. No one ever discovered what truly happened.
I don't know. He might have died. He might have got married. We don't know. One of the two. Okay.
You know, not a big deal. Either one. The first few nights were quiet enough, but as Christmas approached, the atmosphere in the house changed, growing heavier, colder, as if someone unseen was watching. On Christmas Eve, my sister retired early, leaving me alone in the dining room with the fire crackling low. That was when I heard it, a step, then another. Slow, measured, and purposeful. It came from the long corridor outside, the one leading to the very room that had been locked since the night Jeremy Lester disappeared. Footsteps stopped at the door. Before I could rise, the latch lifted on its own. The door swung open, and in the dim glow of the dying fire, I saw a man enter. Pale, stern, dressed in the fashion of 20 years past. He did not look at me. His eyes were fixed on the shadows behind him, as though following someone I could not see. He walked straight to the table, pulled out a chair, and sat. Then, as if reliving something from long ago, he leaned forward and whispered into the empty chair, "You are a coward and a liar. Draw."
I just got chills.
There was a sudden thud, as though a second unseen person had struck the table. A struggle followed. Chairs scraped, shadows lunged, and I heard a gasp, low and awful. Then the ghostly Jeremy Lester staggered backwards, clutching his chest. He fell, silent, lifeless, onto the floorboards, and with that, the entire scene dissolved. The room was empty again, the fire hissed, the air grew still. The next morning, shaken but determined, we searched beneath the floorboards where the ghost had fallen. And there, hidden away for decades, we discovered a skeleton. Its bones broken, a rusty dagger lodged between its ribs. Jeremy Lester had not vanished. He had been murdered on Christmas Eve and buried beneath his own dining room. The murderer, his business partner, later confessed when confronted with the evidence. Justice, long delayed, was finally done, and from that Christmas onward, Martindale Hall knew peace, for its ghost had played his strange Christmas game one last time, not to frighten us, but to reveal the truth. Oh my god.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Isn't that insane? I got goosebumps too.
I'm excited for this next one, to be honest.
Actually, kind of cool. Okay.
Because I've heard of him. I just don't know the full story.
I kind of know about him, and I've watched some movies about it too, but it's kind of a fun one. Okay. Those were some pretty spooky stories, but one that takes the cake across time and places and different cultures is probably the scariest Christmas story of them all, the legend of Krampus.
Dun, dun, dun.
Krampus. Long before Christmas lights and cozy songs, the people of the Alpine Mountains believed the midwinter nights belonged to wild old spirits, and among them, none were more feared than that of Krampus. They said that Krampus is the shadow of St. Nicholas. So, where St. Nicholas is like a kind soul who gives gifts and rewards the kind, Krampus comes for the cruel. He is described as a tall, horned creature, half goat, half demon, with shaggy black fur and cloven hooves. His tongue is long, red, and serpent-like, and at his waist he carries heavy chains that clatter in the snow.
Yeah.
Some people say the chains symbolize the binding of the devil. Others say that he rattles them to announce that he's near. But the worst part is the birch rods he carries on his back. Bundles of switches used to punish misbehaving children. And behind him, he trails a wicker basket or a sack large enough to carry away anyone he deems truly wicked. In the villages of Austria, Bavaria, and the Tyrol, parents once warned their children, "Be good or Krampus will come for you on the night before St. Nicholas, December 5th.
Krampusnacht.
Krampus night was the night that the creature walked. While St. Nicholas visited homes with small gifts and blessings, Krampus stalked the streets, looking for those who had lied or stolen or tormented others or shown disrespect of some kind. On this night, villagers claimed they would hear him long before they saw him. Bells jingling in the fog, the scrape of hooves on cobblestone, the rattle of chains echoing through the alleys. The bravest, or the most foolish, would peer out of their windows, and they swear they would see him moving between the houses, his silhouette enormous and inhuman. If Krampus found a child who had been wicked, he might swat them with his birch rods, but the most frightening stories say he would scoop the worst offenders into his basket and carry them away into the mountains, never to be seen again. Despite the terror that he inspired, Krampus was not viewed as pure evil. In old pagan traditions, he served a purpose. He was the keeper of consequences. Winter was harsh, and communities depended on good behavior and cooperation basically for survival. Krampus was the reminder that choices mattered, that darkness existed, and that even during the season of light, shadows walked beside it. As Christianity blended with these other beliefs, Krampus became St. Nicholas's grim companion, his warning and his balance. Where St. Nicholas rewarded goodness, Krampus made sure wickedness did not go unchecked. Even today, in alpine towns, people dress as Krampus and parade through the streets on Krampusnacht. I can't even say it.
Krampusnacht.
Krampus night. Horns, hooves, fur, and all. Keeping the old legend alive with roaring, rattling joy. Children scream and adults laugh, and the spirits of ancient winter returns for one wild evening. And as the story goes, if you ever hear bells jingling outside your window on a cold December night, listen carefully for the chains, for Krampus always walks where winter is darkest. Okay, even my dad has stories from his childhood being told that if you're bad, then Krampus is gonna get you.
That's crazy.
So I guess that the concept, okay, it's kind of similar to the concept that Santa will give you coal if you misbehave, and St. Nicholas will give you gifts, but Krampus will come and kidnap you.
Okay, yeah, I'd take you to the mountains.
Or beat you up with birch rods, yeah, if you're bad. Cool. Very, well, maybe not cool, but interesting.
What a way to get kids to behave.
Yes. Also, perhaps another ploy to get kids to behave.
Yes.
Okay, now on a little bit of a lighter note, let's get into some winter divination traditions.
So I'm going to kick us off with lighting a Yule log. So this can be an actual log or simply a candle to symbolize the return of light.
Mm-hmm. And lighting candles, in general, lighting candles honors the return of the sun, but it also sets a little bit of a cozy mood.
Maybe a little bow chicka wow wow too.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Donating to a good cause is in the spirit of the giving season. Consider supporting a charity or those less fortunate. Supporting others in darkness and being hopeful and persistent is kind of the whole theme of this season, being the light in the darkness.
That's true. Apple peeling. So in Ireland and Britain, there's an old practice for young women to peel an apple in one long singular peel.
I know this.
And the way that it would fall onto the floor was said to be the first initial of their future lover. So that's kind of a cool little trick for us single gals.
The next one is wreath making. So creating a wreath using evergreens, holly, pine, mistletoe is typically used for protection, prosperity, and good luck.
Yes. And then cleansing with incense. This may be more of a Eastern/Southern European tradition, but for Christmas and New Year's, in some cultures, burning incense and opening the windows cleans out old energy and allows space for new positive energy to come in.
I like that one. I feel like I sleep better with like the cold air. Nice
True.
Deep breath.
Yes.
Cleanse those lungs. Girl. All right, the 13th night dream. So Yule lasts for 12 nights. It's often thought that on the 13th night, senses or heightened psychic senses, and that dreams on this night can be more prophetic than ever. So sleeping with holly or rosemary under your pillow may allow you to dream of your future. That would be cool to try.
Yeah. Let's all try that. Everybody do that. Sleep with rosemary or holly under your pillow, and then let us know if you dreamt about something crazy. Okay, our last one is listening for footsteps. Another one for the young single women. In Russia and Eastern European cultures, on Christmas Eve, young girls would go outside and listen for footsteps of their future love. So steps approaching from the right side. That's as I'm pointing left.
You're pointing to my right, at least, because I'm facing you.
Steps approaching from the right side usually symbolize good luck and marriage, but steps coming from the left side symbolize bad luck and delayed love. Crazy brazy. Okay.
Another favorite segment.
To close out our very special Christmas special.
I think all of our holiday specials should have a watch list segment.
Yeah. We're giving you guys a movie watch list for the Christmas season. Okay. I'm saying Christmas season because similar to Halloween being the whole month of October, to me, Christmas is the whole month of December. Basically everything after Remembrance Day.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say I conclude it after November 12th is the start.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas season. Even though apparently it's not winter until December 21st. Yeah. That's the solstice.
But it's snowing here, so...
It's winter.
It's Christmas.
It's below the zero.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
That's exactly right. So I will be consuming only Christmas-related content, basically from here until the first couple days of January.
I hear you.
So
and then we'll be moving on to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, my number one Christmas movie is A Muppets Christmas Carol. Like I said, it's like my absolute all-time favorite Christmas movie.
I love it.
I watch it every year and I love it. I could watch it 5 times in a row.
Mine is A Year Without Santa Claus, and it's the exact same feeling. I could watch it 5 times in a row and say every line and sing every song and love it every bit more and more.
A very close second for me is The Grinch.
Good one. The original?
No, the Jim Carrey one.
Is on the original?
No, because the original is an animated one.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like old as fuck. Like it's so old.
I thought I honestly thought Jim Carrey was the original.
There's an animated one, but it's like very, very old, like maybe even from like the 50s or something.
Oh.
And it's very good, but it's a little bit creepy.
Fair.
But yes, okay, one thing that I'll say about the original animated Grinch is the little Who's. They're all different sizes in like a very like aesthetically pleasing way in the animated thing, that in the live action it doesn't translate.
Well, because they're actually people.
Because they're like real people.
Because people aren't as aesthetically pleasing as that. As cartoons.
Exactly. But I love the Jim Carrey version. Oh. And I can recite that.
Yeah.
I love that one. Okay. Another one that I love is the Rudolph movie, but like the little claymation one.
I love all the claymation.
Yes.
Claymation movies have a special place in my heart.
Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah. There's like just so much that goes into them. Beautiful, and I love it. Also, my grandma loved that one when she was alive. My mom said that was her favorite one, so I'm like, me too, girl.
We're with them.
Nightmare Before Christmas is on my list because to me it's a Christmas movie.
Yes.
It's actually perfect for like November because it's like in between Halloween and Christmas.
The changing of the seasons.
Yes. It's like both an in-between vibe. Love Actually. And I put in brackets, this is about to be me.
Whoop, whoop. Because
I will be in Heathrow Airport on Christmas Day.
I actually can't wait, and I want you to record the whole thing.
So hopefully I bump into the love of my life.
I'm honestly bummed that I'm not going to be there with you.
I know.
I'm kind of pissed off about it. Like, I want to be there.
Aww.
I'll be there in spirit.
In spirit.
Very, very heavily. It's why I have it marked in my fucking calendar and my work calendar. Everybody
send you
knows.
pictures. Me and Alice are gonna be killing ourselves in the airport, but it'll be fine. We'll have our own little Christmas.
You guys do your own little thing.
Aww.
You'll have fun. You can also FaceTime me, and we'll FaceTime for a little bit.
I will. I'll see what time it is. I don't know.
It's probably like 6 hours or something different.
I think it's a 6-hour difference.
But that's okay.
But we'll see. Okay, also not recently, but last year I watched It's a Wonderful Life for the first time, and I loved it so much. And I think you would really like it too.
I don't think I've seen it, to be honest.
It's black and white.
I think I would like it.
But it's like kind of spiritual a little bit, like about God and stuff like that. And
Jesus!
Well, not really, but but it's really good. And this guy who's like, I'm gonna kill myself because I can't handle everything that's happening, but then he like experiences a world like if he never existed, and then he's like, look at all the things that would happen if you weren't there.
I think I've seen like TV show spin-offs play on that concept.
Maybe it could be, yeah,
but not the actual original movie.
Yeah, but it's really good. And I love me a black and white movie. I've been very indulgent in the film noir recently.
Girl, me too.
Oh, and Home Alone 1 and 2 only though.
Yeah.
Anything past that, I don't claim. Only Macaulay Culkin. Yup.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is a weird one, but it's also on my list. Is Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas? Because it's cute, it's animated, it's nostalgic, and also it's super Christmas vibes.
I see it.
It's really good.
I'm trying to think of mine. You pretty much named most of them. Now I'm gonna go onto my Googles and see if we've missed any. Christmas. I also love, as we kind of mentioned in our Halloween episode, I love when TV shows have their Christmas episodes.
Yes, that is so true. We love a themed episode.
The Polar Express.
Polar Express. I do like that one. We used to watch it in school. I don't love it though.
Elf.
Can I say something?
This is probably really controversial.
I hate the movie Elf.
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Like, to be honest, I actually could go without seeing it ever.
Some people can like recite it frontwards and backwards.
Yeah, I just don't like it at all.
They reanimated The Grinch.
Oh.
Muppets Christmas Carol. Frosty the Snowman. The like old animated one.
Yes.
I like.
Yes.
Die Hard is my mom's favorite Christmas series. She watches it every time she wraps Christmas presents.
I totally forgot.
What one?
It's called The Friday After Next. If anybody knows the Friday movies, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's the third in the Friday series with Ice Cube is in it.
Ice Cube?
And Mike Epps. And Mike Epps is one of my favorite comedians, by the way. It's so hilarious. Terry Crews is in it. And Cat Williams is in it. Cat Williams is a pimp. It is a Christmas themed movie. It's just so hilarious. We have to watch it. We'll watch it one time.
Classic Christmas movie.
But if you guys need like a not like cheesy Christmas, it's like really hilarious.
There's also like Christmas with the Cranks and like all of those kind of movies. Yeah. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Aww. Shocker. Yeah. Love that one.
Charlie Brown.
Gremlins? Is that a Christmas
that was on
movie?
the thing, but I don't remember it being a Christmas movie.
I mean, like some people say Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, even though it takes place at Christmas.
But does Gremlins take place at Christmas? I haven't watched it in years.
I haven't seen it in forever. I think I've seen it once, and then I was like, hey, I can check it off. Edward Scissorhands is on here for Christmas movie, Christmas comedy. I think technically, because it's like in winter, it's like a Christmassy, wintry movie, you could say. There's like Mickey Mouse ones, The Holiday Affair.
Aw.
Cute. I think we got most of them.
I think we did.
Like our main ones.
I hope you guys enjoy that list.
And if you have more, let us know. Or if there's a new one coming out.
Yeah.
Or a new Christmas album.
Yeah.
Or what's your favorite Christmas album? Let us know.
Okay, we're giving you guys a to-do list, okay? You need to tell us what your signature holiday drink is, what your favorite holiday/Christmas album is, and what your favorite holiday/Christmas movie is. We'll also accept winter-related things if you don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
But we want to hear it.
Or if you have a Hanukkah one or a Kwanzaa one. Yeah. Like, whatever you celebrate, whatever's, like, to you.
Tell us.
Whoa. Okay. Synchronicities.
We're spending a lot of time together.
It's the sign to go. It's my time to leave, ladies.
It's my time. Let's wrap it up.
We're talking the same.
If you have any of your own spooky stories or paranormal happenings or witchy experiences or Christmas related stories and tales, then you can send them to our teatalestalks@gmail.com. Or send them to us through our spooky submissions form in our link tree. Perhaps you'll hear one of your very own stories in our What's Brewing mini episodes.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram, teatalestalks, to keep up to date with everything that we're up to, as well as all of our upcoming spooky episodes. I was going to say holiday episodes, but like they're not always holiday. They're usually spooky.
Spooky episodes and special episodes.
Yep. Seasonal ones too.
Yes.
So until next time, our twitchy witchy friends, stay spooky and don't let your tea get cold.